Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It series every single Wednesday where I'm chatting over new makeup releases, my thoughts on them, and trying to decide if I'm going to pick them up or pass over them. If you guys enjoyed this style of video, I also started the Will I Buy It community playlist, so I will have that link down below, and just any other creators who make this style of video can add their videos to the playlist. So in case you want to binge watch on a bunch of new makeup release videos, I will have the community playlist listed down below. But as always, I do have a lot to chat about this week, so why don't we go ahead and get started. I want to say try to ignore my hair. I'm usually the person who showers at night and washes my hair at night, but I'm filming this the day before we head off to Alabama. I really like to film my Will I Buy It's on a Monday, and I didn't want to pre-film this one too far in advance because it seems like new releases typically come out over the weekends also, so I really wanted to wait to film this on Monday. But we have to leave our house at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, so once I get done working tonight, I am completely done. So I wanted to get this filmed and edited and everything, so when I'm gone visiting my family, I can just upload it with no worries. So I showered this morning and my hair is still drying, and I don't own a blow dryer, so even if I wanted to blow dry it to make it look decent for this video, it wasn't gonna happen. And then I also don't want to like clip it up or back because then you'll have that really annoying, you know, like kink in your hair. So my hair is just air drying right now, so hello. Welcome. Okay, so let's see here. The Will I Buy It videos have been pretty long the last couple of weeks here. It was like we had a bunch of holiday releases, and then we had like a lull, and then now all of a sudden there's just a bunch of new stuff coming out. So I actually had a few things from last week that I just couldn't fit into it. Otherwise we probably would have been here for an hour, so I'm gonna start off with those. But I saw that Glow Recipe is coming out with the Avocado Melt Sleeping Mask. So it says, just like its name, it melts into your skin and is pillow proof. It has natural ingredients and it's good for overnight hydration. I'm reading from the Determined One Instagram, so I do always have her linked in my description box. It says it will be available November 26th online at Sephora. I'm definitely curious about this. Glow Recipe, they came out with like a watermelon moisturizer, I think it was, and a lot of people said really good things about that. I was interested in trying it out. I still haven't yet though, and while this one, I'm curious to try it out. I don't know, the avocado thing, that sounds delightful. I really do like sleeping masks, I've noticed, or like sleeping creams, like more and more lately. Instead of just using like a moisturizer, I'm using something specifically aimed for like overnight. But I just have so much skincare right now, and I try not to constantly add in new skincare products, even though sometimes it's hard when you want to review so many different things. But this one, I definitely think it looks interesting, and I'm probably gonna flag it on Sephora, but it's not something that I feel like I need at this moment to fit into my routine. I really like my Drunk Elephant night serum, and then also Patchology has a night cream as well, and I kind of go back and forth between those. So I'm probably going to go ahead and say no for it right now. I'm gonna watch the reviews, and if a lot of people say it's just like the most absolutely incredible thing ever, I might get it to try it out, but I know that I don't need it, so I'm gonna try to say no to it. Okay, so Anastacia Beverly Hills has a couple new things going on here. So first of all, so Black Friday starts on Friday, and then Cyber Monday is on Monday, and Anastasia has a deal coming out. So this is the Ride or Die Brow Kit. It is limited edition. It's $25. The set includes 2 full-size products, the Brow Wiz and the Clear Brow Gel, and there are several different shades that you can get. So it'll be available November 26th, and this is a Sephora exclusive. I'm not going to pick this up. I actually don't use a brow gel pretty much ever. I have them, but I just don't feel the need to use them. I'm so like not skilled with my brows yet that like once I get done completing my brows, I feel like I've just like ran a marathon and I'm done for. And then you're like, hey, now you need to run another 5 miles to like go to your car. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's how I feel brow gel is. Like, I've already done something. Don't make me do something more, because like what if I screw up? Like, no, not gonna do that. So I actually don't use brow gels. And then I don't love the Anastasia. Have I tried the Brow Wiz? I don't know if I've tried the Brow Wiz or the Brow Definer. I think it was the Brow Wiz that I tried, and I didn't absolutely love it. So, I mean, especially just not liking the Clear Brow Gel, this wouldn't be a, you know, a purchase for me, but I just wanted to let you know there's gonna be a bunch of deals going out. I know I was thinking about doing, you know, a sale type of video, but because I'm going to be gone over this, you know, the holiday time and Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We do get home Friday, but not till late in the evening, so I won't be filming for an entire week, so I didn't have time to be able to pre-film that content since more deals are coming up. That would have to be like a very timed out video, and since I'm going to be gone, I cannot make something like that. I will try to tweet as much as I can about new releases, so if you don't follow me on Twitter, I do try to tweet out about like new makeup or, you know, anything that's catching my attention. I try to do that. I'm just by Samantha March over there, and I'll try to put things on my Instagram stories, but I do also want to try to take some actual time off to enjoy time with my family. I have not celebrated a holiday with my side of the family in 9 years, so I'm incredibly excited that that we can go visit them. Okay, so Anastasia is also coming out with the ABH Palette Collection. It says featuring 4 of their iconic eyeshadow palettes, and the collection boxes included. So there's the Modern Renaissance, the Soft Glam, the Subculture, and the Prism, and this is $90, and it's a $168 value. It is limited edition. It does say limited quantities. That would suck. And it'll be available November 26th online, and it's an Anastasia Beverly Hills website exclusive, so that should be the only spot that you can get them. So this is also for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So I think that's pretty sweet. Like, that's a pretty good deal. $90 for the 4 palettes. They're originally $42. If you buy them separately, yeah, $42. So I think that's pretty awesome. I own Modern Renaissance and Soft Glam. I did have Subculture. I did end up decluttering it. Prism is the only one I haven't tried. So this wouldn't be, again, this wouldn't be something for me since I don't need everything out of here, but I think this is a really sweet deal. If these are palettes that interest you that you haven't tried, I don't know, I think that's a pretty good deal. Is anyone going to be taking advantage of that one? This was another one I tried to include last week, but there was just so much going on. This is from Certifeye, which I believe is a UK brand. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And I got a bunch of tags on it, so I wanted to include it. So this is the Affinity eyeshadow palette. It has 18 shades and it's 32 euros. On this post, it does say coming soon, hopefully next month. I'm trying to decide. I believe I just saw Angelica do a video with this palette, so it might be out, or maybe she got it in PR, I can't remember. But if it is available, I will have it linked down below. It's a really pretty eyeshadow palette. It has a lot of different colors in there. I don't feel like it's like a rainbow palette, because there's not like the blues and the greens and all of that, but it's very colorful. You have oranges and reds and purples and pinks, and a hot yellow in there, and it's an all matte palette, which I do like all matte palettes. I haven't tried anything from Certifeye. I don't think I'd actually heard of the brand until I was getting tags on this, and then like I said, I saw Angelica's video. I believe they're also an indie brand. So it is really pretty. I don't think it's gonna be for me. I don't go for these really colorful palettes like this a ton. I'm kind of more of the neutral girl, and then every once in a while I can fit in pops of color. So I don't think it's something that I need for my personal collection, but I think that it's really pretty. You'll have to let us know if you're planning to pick this up, or if you tried anything else from Certifeye. What are some of your favorite products? I would love to know. I got a lot of tags. This isn't makeup, but I got a lot of tags on the Quay Australia and Jaclyn Hill collection. So Jaclyn Hill, who is a beauty YouTuber, she came out with a sunglass collection with Quay Australia. So we've seen some YouTubers team up with Quay Australia. Desi Perkins is one. I actually have the high key mini sunglasses in black. Those are my current sunglasses. Those were from the Desi collection. So Jaclyn has 3 different sunglasses, or 3 different styles, and then some of them have different like colors to them as well. So there's quite a few glasses you can choose from. They're $65 each. You can get a case also, and I think there's like a chain, or one of them comes with a chain, one of those chain things. It's available now, so I can have it linked down below. I'm not sure how the stock is looking, but it is available now. I'm not going to get any of these. I feel like kind of the timing is a little bit odd. Typically when I'm purchasing sunglasses, it's like spring, like it's right when the weather starts to turn warmer around here, and I'm like, ooh, should I get new sunglasses this year? That's exactly what I did last year with the Quay Australia sunglasses. So the timing, I'm just not really focused. Like I'm trying to buy like boots right now, winter boots, you know, jacket for my husband. Like that's the kind of mindset we're in living in Iowa. I know Jaclyn's from Florida, but like that's where my mindset is. So sunglasses would just be like a really odd thing for me to be purchasing right now. And I can't say any of the sunglasses are for me. Looking at them and looking at like the promo photos, like kind of the word that comes to my mind is like bougie, but I mean that, I feel like that kind of describes Jaclyn Hill as well. So these glasses totally make sense to her, but they don't make sense to me and like my personal style. I just have that simple pair of black sunglasses. They have the bit of the fade to them, but other than that, like that's really all I need. So I'm personally not going to be getting anything. $65 is more expensive for the sunglasses. I mean, it's right, that's what Desi's were as well. And I think I either signed up for the newsletter or they were running some sort of deal. I got 20% off. So I know Quay Australia does discounts every once in a while. So I would say hold out if you can until a discount pops up, because 20% off for $65, and if you're purchasing multiple sunglasses, you know. So Milani Cosmetics is coming out with a new collection, and it's metallic and sparkly. So they have the Metallic Lights Pearl Liquid Eyeshadow. These are $10.99 each, and they have a few different shades. There's also the Metallic Lights Foil Eyeliner Pencil, which is $7.99 each, and then the Charcoal Setting Spray, which I thought was the most interesting. It says it acts like a blotting paper. It primes skin, sets makeup, prevents makeup from smudging and fading. It contains oil-absorbing charcoal powder and silica to control shine and mattify skin for up to 16 hours. That's very interesting. It's $9.99. It says it'll be available November 13th online at Milani Cosmetics. So I'll have any links that I can find down below. I feel like Milani's been coming out with some of these like liquid eyeshadows like the last couple times. I feel like, was it Milani that's been coming out with them? They aren't something that super interests me. I've been trying more and more of them, and I like them, and there's some good ones, like the New Flower Beauty ones I do like, Pixie Beauty I do like, but I feel like nothing still is beating my Stila ones. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I can't get super hyped to try them. The swatches do look really pretty, but I just, for some reason, I just can't get drawn into them. The Metallic Lights Foil Eyeliner Pencil, I mean, it sounds fun, but I always say, like, I love eyeliners, and I have a huge collection of eyeliners, but they're just not, like, an exciting release, you know? So, I mean, between that and the liquid eyeshadow, I feel like the eyeshadow is definitely more interesting, and all the swatches that I've seen have looked really beautiful. It's just not something that I'm super interested in adding more to my collection. The Charcoal Setting Spray, I feel like is very interesting, but I am someone with dry skin, and especially as we're getting into the colder months, it's very cold outside. Whew, I dropped my dog off at my brother's. He lives 2 hours north of me, and they had so much snow up there. I got Aries out of the car, and she was like, excuse me, what? I'm like, I'm sorry. So I'm not really concerned with mattifying my skin, especially in the wintertime, so I don't think it would be a smart purchase for me, but I'll be curious to hear what some people maybe with more oilier skin, if they try it out, and if, you know, they say that it works great, then that's awesome, but it's just not something that I need to add to my collection, so I'm probably going to skip over everything from that one. Now, I thought it was interesting because Milani Cosmetics, we knew that she was coming out with the berries, is it the berries and cream? I was going to say berries and cute. The berries and cream eyeshadow palette, which I talked about either last week or the week before, but now she's also coming out with liquid lipsticks. So I didn't realize it was a full collection. I thought it was just the eyeshadow palette. So the liquid lipsticks are $18 each. They're creamy pink and plum berry, or you can get the full collection with the eyeshadow palette for $80. So I'm kind of interested to try, because I said that I was interested in the eyeshadow palette. I was kind of like going back and forth, like, yes, I'm interested, might want to check out some reviews first. I really liked the latte palette. I didn't try the lemonade, but I really like the tones in this one. It definitely is like my kind of vibe in here. But I kind of am interested in trying out that creamy pink one. The plum berry I don't wear as much of, and I have, you know, I have those deeper shades in my collection, but I also really like trying out liquid lipsticks, so I'm kind of interested in this one. So I thought that was cool to see. I didn't realize she was also coming out with liquid lipsticks, and I think as of, has she come out with lipsticks in the past? I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head. So Tatcha is coming out with a new product. I'm trying to like roll right through. I'm trying so hard to roll right through these as quickly as I can, because I just know I have limited amount of time to get this edited and up there. But Tatcha is coming out with a new skincare product. This is called the Violet C Brightening Serum. It's a natural 20% vitamin C plus 10% AHA. Visibly smooth skin texture, resurface dull and uneven skin. They have all these different claims on here. It's $88. Which is definitely pretty pricey. It's going to be available January 3rd. So I have products like that. You know, I have products that are good for resurfacing the skin. My Drunk Elephant, like I referenced, those products are good for it. And I like those products, and I've been using them for a long time. They're just kind of like essentials in my skincare routine, even like the baby facial. So I really like those, and I felt like I've noticed a difference with them. And like I said, I try not to switch up skincare too much, or, you know, I feel like I add in enough anyways. I don't need to go overboard. And actually, I've tried some Tatcha products in the past. I've gotten like a Tatcha set, and I've tried a few items from there and like a few sample items and deluxe size samples and whatnot. And I haven't been overly blown away by anything. So for such a high price tag, I think I would like to have at least tried something from the line and been like, ooh, actually that was really nice. But I feel like everything I've either straight up haven't liked, or I've just been like, meh. I have other things in my skincare collection that do that though, so I can't say that I'm really excited for this one. And again, you know, the $88, that's pretty darn pricey. But do you guys love Tatcha? I know a lot of people love Tatcha, so I'm well aware that that's a pretty unpopular opinion there, but for me, I'm just kind of like indifferent about the brand, and I would rather stick with skincare that I know works for me. Does that make sense? So next up, I want to talk about the holiday release from Colourpop. So their holiday collection has a lot of like iridescent finishes to it. This is Not a Dream collection, and it's a really large collection. We have the eyeshadow palette for $20. There's a highlighter palette for $18. There's single Super Shock highlights for $8. There is Super Shock shadows for $5. There's lippy sticks kit for $25, or individual lippy sticks for $5. There's a Flying Colors Lip Vault for $80. There's ultra glossy lips you can buy separately. The Jelly Much eyeshadows are in here, which I've talked about in the past. Those are $8. We have body glitters for $8. You can get a makeup bag for $10. You can get the PR set for $300, or just the holiday collection bundle for $290. I believe it is on sale now, so we'll have some links below. Let's see. I know I have the code Samantha 5. It gets you $5 off your purchase. I'm not sure if it would be valid on this. It was a one-time code too, so if you've already used it, it can't be used again. But if you haven't used it yet and you want to save the $5, I think that code is still working. It's not an affiliate code, just to get $5 off. So I truly, nothing much really popped out at me from the Colourpop collection. I know there's been a lot of like, I don't really feel like this is holiday, and some people are like, no, I think this is holiday, and some people have been like, I don't think this is holiday, but I still think it's cute type thing. I just can't say anything really jumped out at me. I mean, Colourpop puts out a ton of collections. They just did the Bretman Rock collection. I feel like something else just came out also, but they do a lot. I mean, we typically always have something from Colourpop to talk about every single week. I actually did just make an order on the Colourpop website. I purchased this palette here. This was the one in collaboration with Makeup Just for Fun. I think I talked about it last week or the week before. I got mine for the $44 it was, and then I could also use her $5 code, so it was like $39, which meant I had free shipping also. So I did just pick this one up. It's a full, just a bunch of single shadows. I think it's still available, but the price has gone up now, and I didn't realize that it was like only a limited edition price at the time, but it's still available if you're interested. I really like it. I've been trying it out the past couple days here since I've gotten it. So I don't know, just not much from the Colourpop collection really calls out to me. Eyeshadow palette didn't really call out to me a ton. The highlighter palette also didn't really speak to me. I have a highlight palette from Colourpop and I don't actually love it. I do like the single highlighters, but I also did just get On the Cusp, a new one to me, and I really do like that one. The Super Shock shadows I don't like. The lippy sticks, I don't really wear those anymore. The ultra glossy lips, not a huge fan of. The jelly shadows, also not a fan of those, probably would not wear those. The body glitters, I don't wear things like that. So I feel like this is a collection that just not enough it jumped out at me, and that's okay. I mean, definitely, especially during this time, we have the deals coming up and the holiday time and all of this. We've just had the Sephora extended their sale. I did place another order. I'll have a haul coming up sometime soon. I placed another order with Sephora, but it's okay when things don't call out to me, and that was just the Colourpop collection. I've been here for such a long time, I feel like my hair is pretty much dry at this point. And this piece is doing her own thing. She don't care. She don't care what's going on. She's fine. Okay, so I did get a lot of tags on the Kylie Cosmetics holiday collection, and even in last week's video, I had a bunch of comments in the video asking if I would talk about Kylie's holiday collection. I typically don't purchase a lot from Kylie Cosmetics. I just had issues in the past with orders being delayed and not getting help with customer service that I just kind of gave up. I mean, they were such high prices and high shipping, and just with all of that happening and not being able to get help, I was just like, meh. Like, there's other brands out there that I'm more than happy to support. Kylie is also now in Ulta Beauty though, online, and also I think in all stores, if I'm saying that correctly. I'm definitely more open to the idea of purchasing from Kylie Cosmetics from Ulta, because at least I will, like, I know someone from Ulta will help me, and you know, if things don't work out, you can return to Ulta Beauty, which you couldn't return to Kylie Cosmetics. I know that's more of a US thing, but that's how we get it here. So Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see if anything calls out to me that is available at Ulta. But so this is the Kylie Christmas Holiday Collection. So we got the Baby It's Cold Outside 8-piece mini lip collection with brand new colors. There are 4 metallic lipsticks. We have the Chill Baby eyeshadow palette. We have a Kissmas matte lip kit, 3 pressed powders, which are a new formula, the blush, highlight, and perfecting powder, a 4-piece liquid lip set, which has matte and metallic shades in there. We have the super glitter gloss. We have cream shadows and highlighters. It's going to be available November 19th on the website. I don't see anything about Ulta for this collection, but I'm not for sure. Okay, so like with the eyeshadow, that's what I'm looking at first. Honestly, when I first saw the eyeshadow palette, I thought I was looking at an older photo because I thought that she had already released this palette. It just looks, to me, it just looks similar to what she's released in the past. And Kylie Cosmetics is one of those brands that she's coming out with collections all the time for anything. So she's got a lot going on and a lot to compare to. But when I first saw the palette, I was like, oh, wait, what? So, you know, it looks pretty. I like the packaging. I like that baby blue packaging on everything, but I saw some comments like this beautiful baby blue packaging and not a baby blue eyeshadow. I'm like, you're kind of right. Like that color is so pretty. The swatches look really beautiful. I think anytime she does any swatches, I think that they look gorgeous, but the eyeshadow palette just didn't get me super hyped. The lip kits, I don't mind, like I didn't mind her liquid lipstick. That's what I first started purchasing when she was coming out with products. I didn't mind the lip liner or the liquid lipstick, but they just weren't like absolute favorites of mine that I felt like I needed to keep repurchasing. So I like that she's coming out with these sets. I tend to think that those are like a better value usually. Usually can be a better value. But it's just not anything that gets me overly pumped, you know? And that I feel like I'd be interested in trying, like if I'm gonna try anything next, would probably be a highlight. I feel like I hear pretty good things about the highlighters. Blushes don't usually get me going, and there's like a setting powder. That's not really something I need. But again, I just don't want to purchase anything from the Kylie website just because I've had so many issues in the past, and hopefully they're all worked out now. You know, hopefully no one's having any issues, but for me, there's so many makeup brands out there, and there are so many brands I want to support. There's so many brands I want to continue buying from, etc. That's just kind of like what it boils down to. I tend to become very loyal to brands, retailers, anything like that. I become very loyal if I, you know, have a good experience and I like products, etc., etc. I become very loyal to them. But I'm also like the exact opposite. Like if I have issues or things aren't going well, I become very not loyal, you know? And that was kind of what happened here. But again, probably if I'm going to be purchasing anything from Kylie Cosmetics, I'm going to be doing it through the Ulta Beauty website just because I feel like I would probably have a better experience. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like it's a lot of the same, and that's how I feel with Colourpop too, though. Like sometimes they come out with so much, it's like I would rather brands release less and have us be able to get excited about something than to release all of the time, make us feel really overwhelmed and that we need to purchase everything. But also when things start to get so repetitive, it's like, what? But you'll have to let us know if you're planning to pick up anything from the collection. Like I said, I love the packaging on it. I thought that was so beautiful. But you'll have to let us know if you're planning to grab anything or if you're going to get anything now that it's at Ulta Beauty. Like, are you going to try Kylie Cosmetics for the first time? I would love to know. Okay, so next up, I already forgot what we were talking about. Oh yes, BH Cosmetics. Here we go. BH Cosmetics is coming out with a new Zodiac palette. This is the Love Signs palette. So there's 24 eyeshadows, 12 shimmer, 12 matte. There's also a highlighter in the center. It says limited time launch price is $19.50, or it'll be available for $24, and it's going to be available November 22nd. So you could probably still get it for the $19.50. Now, I heard a lot of really good things about the Zodiac palette that came out previously, but the shadows on the outer part, I believe, are the baked eyeshadow formula, which I don't love I don't really love in general, but I've tried some of the shadows from and the palettes from BH Cosmetics, and I just don't, it's just not a formula that I prefer. I know a lot of people really love it, but for me, I just don't. So since half of the palette is that formula, I'm probably going to go ahead and skip over it. But I feel like I did hear really good things about the other Zodiac palette, and it seems like a lot of people are already really excited for this one because I definitely got a lot of tags on it. So you'll have to let us know if you're going to pick this one up or not. I love the idea of it. You know, the Zodiac is really big right now, and I like the idea of the love signs. That's super cute. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and skip over it. So Trend Mood did also post about Ofer Cosmetics having their Black Friday Cyber Monday sales. So it says starting November 18th on the website through November 26th. They are going to have, oh, so it's like each day or each like couple of days, there's going to be a different deal. I can list them all down below. That'll probably be easier. But there's like 50% off highlighters, like skincare, buy one, get one lipsticks, free makeup fixer, a free $10 gift card. And again, these are different days, 40% off the entire website, 50% off the website, or 50% off the Winter Heatwave collection, 50% off palettes. I'll list everything down below in case you're interested in checking anything out. From Ofer Cosmetics, I personally love the liquid lipsticks, love the highlighters. I think those are awesome. And then like the $10 gift card, I mean, that's awesome. But definitely the liquid lipsticks and the highlighters I would check out. I've been really liking the Toasted Cashmere palette. It's a face palette with a bronzer, blush, and highlight. The Glow Up, I think it's called the Glow Up highlighter palette. That one's really beautiful if that one ends up going on sale. But check the description box. I always list everything that I'm talking about, you know, my makeup, everything like that is always linked down below. So I'll have all those details written out there in case you are interested in anything. I got a lot of tags on a fragrance. So these are the Kylie fragrances. I'm not 100% pronouncing that correctly, but it was created by Huda Beauty and I think like her sister. It says the Huda family. And it's a collection of 4 scents for $118. Do you have to buy them all together? Pulled up the Sephora website because it says it's available now. And yeah, it's $118. What? Okay, so I guess that you have to get all 4. I didn't realize that part. I thought you could buy them separately, but there's 4 different scents. First of all, the price is gonna make me an automatic no, especially not being able to smell them. I think they're gonna be in stores, but if you're not going in stores, that would be really tough. I saw Babs Beauty talking about this and she was even asking like on like Snapchat and Instagram stories, like, has anyone smelled these? Can anyone tell me what they smell like? I haven't seen anybody talking about them. And then she just went out and bought them, but she was like, I'll let you know because nobody responded back to me. Like nobody knows what these smell like yet. So she actually went out and bought them. So like kudos to you, girl. So I'll see what she has to say. I'm not a big fragrance person though. I have a handful of perfumes that I really like and that I think are just fine. So to purchase 4, I'm never gonna get through 4 perfumes. I just put one in my last empty/declutter video, a perfume that I've had for 6 years. Like I'm not gonna get through 4, so there's no way, just with the price, there's no way that's gonna happen, and just not being a big fragrance gal. And I actually did purchase the Atelier cologne though. I purchased like a small one of their vanilla fragrance. It was like $26 in the VIB sale. So there you go. So now I really don't need one, but you'll have to let us know. I did not realize you had to buy all 4, and I'm not really a big fan of that, but you'll have to let us know if you're interested in that one, but it's gonna be a no-go for me. I got so many tags, minus the, I feel like I had a lot of tags this week. Colourpop had a lot, Kylie had a lot, but the new palette with Milk Cosmetics, I got so many tags on this, and a lot of, I don't know what the vibe I was feeling, but this is for their holiday collection. This is the Melt Smoke Obsessions palette. So you have an eyeshadow palette and you also have a liquid lipstick set. It'll be available November 23rd. So the palette is, it kind of has like this green gold vibe to it. It's really pretty, and the swatches look really pretty too, but it is more marijuana themed and not everybody is really digging those vibes. For me, I'm kind of, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of indifferent on things like that. Milk Cosmetics, I mean, that's kind of what I associate now with the brand. Just like there's other brands that you kind of associate something with, that's what I associate Milk Cosmetics with. And while that's not my lifestyle or what I enjoy partaking in, I know that not everything is for everybody, so I just can't get riled up over it. Like I don't know, if it's not your thing, don't buy it. You know, I mean, it sucks because I think that a lot of people will really like this color scheme, but also a lot of people will be like, no, because of that. So, you know, I feel like maybe as a brand, they might be limiting themselves on who all will purchase it, because that's just not going to be for everybody. For me, I'm not going to purchase it. You know, again, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know, I feel like it'd be kind of like an odd thing to have in my collection, but I also don't feel like I need it. I just purchased the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions, which is more of a green-based eyeshadow palette, and a lot of palettes are not calling to me right now, but the palettes that are calling to me, they're really calling to me. I mentioned wanting to grab the one from Lawless Beauty. I just purchased an entire palette with single shadows from Colourpop, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the ones that really give me that strong pull. Those are the ones that I'm gonna try to decide, okay, should I go ahead and purchase that? And the ones that are not calling to me, we don't even got to spend another moment on them because it's just, there's always so much makeup coming out. And I really try to always say, only purchase what it is that you really feel calling to. Don't try to ever talk yourself into makeup or let other people talk you into buying makeup too, because that's no good. But are you gonna pick up that one from Milani Cosmetics, or what are your thoughts there? I don't know, you can let us know, but that's just kind of a little overview thought of that. Cosmetics, they are coming out with glowing jelly. So when I first saw this, I immediately thought of the Jelly Much eyeshadows from Colourpop. So these are their new jelly highlighters. They have a few different shades. It'll be available November 20th, and it's also going to be available in Ulta Beauty in 2019. I am not into this type of product, whether for my eyes, whether for my face. I'm more of just like the standard powder girl is my thing. I don't gravitate towards a ton of liquid products. I will say, for whatever reason, cream products are slowly starting to catch my attention. I'm not sure what that's about, and I'm kind of freaking myself out here. I've been using my Benefit Huda Cookie Contour Stick. More recently here, I pulled out my Marc Jacobs Glow Stick the other day and used that as a cream highlighter, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening here? So that's really interesting to me. But for like the actual jellies, that's just, it's not a consistency that I'm personally a big fan of. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass over those as well, but you'll have to let us know if you're so excited. I'm sure with e.l.f. it's gonna be super affordable, so that's awesome. So if that's your kind of thing, you know, I would say go for it. I thought this was really interesting. The Sephora Pro collection is gonna come out with 2 more eyeshadow palettes. So we have Whimsical palette and the Warm Matte palette, and it'll be available on the 19th. I don't see a price on these. So they came out with the Sephora Pro palettes. I think they have like 5 or so now. They're larger palettes, and I think they were either in like the $50 or $60 range. I feel like they were more pricey, and they kind of got some mixed reviews on them, so I ended up passing over all of them. So I like that these palettes are smaller than what they've originally come out with. These ones just have 6 shades, and they do have the mirror in them. They'll be available the 19th if I didn't say that. I don't see a price on these yet. Definitely the Warm Matte calls to me more than the Whimsical, but I also don't feel like these are super like unique or interesting. Like I feel like we've seen other palettes look really similar to this. So I didn't get overly excited. I didn't double take the actual products. I did a double take because Sephora was coming out with smaller eyeshadow palettes, and I like smaller eyeshadow palettes, but once I really looked at them, I'm like, do I need these? Probably not. I think that I can talk myself out of them. Again, this is something where I would like to watch the reviews, and if a lot of people are saying like this is so fabulous, you know, I might think about that Warm Matte one, but I think that I can probably stay strong on these, especially with the first palettes. Again, like I just felt like it was really mixed. Some people really enjoyed them. I heard a lot of people returning them actually. Some that said it was just so-so. That's kind of the vibes I got with this one. Like I looked at them for a hot second, but I'm just not super interested in them. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and pass over those 2, but this is where I'm gonna cut it off because I'm sure this was a really long video. Sorry that you had to watch my hair air dry during this entire video. I'm sure that was annoying, but I really wanted to be able to still get my Will I Buy It video out there for this week. If you guys do celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm super thankful that I get to spend this with my family. We are Army. I have not celebrated a holiday with my family in person in 9 years, so this is really, really special to me, and I'm really excited to be able to take the time to do this. If you guys want to leave something that you are thankful for down below, I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy reading that and kind of getting into the spirit of things. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the continued support on these videos. I hope that you'll give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.